Well, that was predictable. Brighton 3, Wolves 3, and very, very disappointing result. After what was a brilliant first half, I thought first half we were really impressive. Really poor first goal. Romain Saiss, Rui Patricio, I think both of them could have done better. Ait Nouri as well, not great defensively. But then we did really well to turn it around in the remainder of the first half. Really good goal from Romain Saiss to make up for his earlier error. Fantastically placed header. Good work from Semedo as well. Then the second goal, an own goal. Again, fantastic play from Pedro Neto this time. Shot takes a slight deflection. Keeper, obviously, he's got to do better. And, we're 2-1 up, thinking, right, this is going well. Then we get a penalty. Great play from Adama, who I think had an excellent game today. I think that the wingers were superb. And Ruben Neves converts the penalty. Easy. 3-1 at half-time. And you're there thinking, wow, you know what? This is going to be, we can really get at Brighton, maybe get one more goal, or just see the game out. Second half, absolute just monstrosity. And I'm so frustrated because we say the same thing every week. It's so predictable. It's just so frustrating. We concede a penalty within seconds, really, of the first half starting. Moutinho, stupid challenge. And, Maupay scores the penalty, gets it to 3-2. And the problem is that, I was sat with my flatmates watching the game, and I said to them on about 60 minutes, he'll bring on a centre-back for one of our attackers here. We'll sit back until we concede, and then we'll scramble around for a goal and we'll draw the game. And that's exactly what happened. And this is my problem. It's becoming predictably rubbish. I don't want to say any expletives because, but it's just pathetic. It is pathetic. Nuno has got to have questions asked of him. I know plenty of people love him. I'm certainly not Nuno out, but I was this close to saying it today. Not because I genuinely want him out, just out of pure frustration. It's just so poor, so frustrating. We sit 10 men behind the ball at 3-2 with 25 minutes to go. We've got no outlet up front. Our only outlet is Pedro Neto and Fabio Silva, who Nuno then takes off with 5 minutes to go for Otasawi, who missed an absolute sitter in the last minute as well. So that's becoming a bit of a theme as well. But, they are young players, but it's still a sitter. It's just so poor because we were so good in the first half, so fluid, so quick on the attack. Pedro Neto, Adama were causing all sorts of problems. Vitinha as well, excellent again after his performance against Man United. And defensively, we're just all over the place. I can't understand why we go to 5 at the back away to Brighton, who are struggling this season. Right, this isn't like Man City, with the greatest respects to Brighton. They're a team that are struggling. We go 5 at the back. We wait for that inevitable goal to happen. We all knew it was going to happen. We knew we were going to concede. And after that, we're scrambling around for a goal and nothing happens because we got nothing up front. And I'm so frustrated because 3-1 up at half-time, you have to be seeing that game out. But it's the same thing. It feels like we're watching the same game almost every week. We've had far too many of these results this season. Saiss was at fault for 2 goals today, but he scored. This is what I said before about Saiss. He can have a 10 out of 10 performance and then a 2 out of 10 performance. The team is being undone by poor tactical decisions. And I know this is a long one, but I'm just so fed up of these terrible tactical decisions that we've had so many times this season. We've had some brilliant games. The game against Chelsea, superb. The Leeds game, Sheffield United, brilliant. But I'm fed up of this defensive, boring, negative, small mentality that we have when we're ahead by a goal or 2, which is to sit back and wait until we eventually concede enough possession and enough pressure to concede. And that's what happened today. And I am not happy with this result whatsoever. If anyone's trying to defend Nuno tonight, I don't think you can. It's his fault for this defeat. He's the one who's made the tactical changes that have completely shot us in the foot. Poor performances. Poor decision making in the defensive areas as well. So it's not just Nuno's fault. I think we're just so bad this season. We've devolved. I don't know what's happening. It needs to be sorted out.
Yeah, so that wasn't a good result, was it? It wasn't what we wanted. First half, I thought we weren't amazing. I don't think we played particularly well, but we done what we needed to. We got the goals through. scrambled the goals all out and got that 3-1 lead. I didn't think any of us really thought we'd get after that first goal went in. Great place to go in at half time. Optimistic. Just wanted them to dig in and attack and get out the goal rather than going straight to defending, which I think was probably their idea at first. But then obviously that error from Coutinho, which I think cost us the game. I think if we go in and we can manage to steady ourselves as soon as we come out in the second half and push on, I think it's a different game. But I think as soon as they did that and gave them their penalty and they got their goal, it gave them, they saw the opportunity then to really get back into the game. I think it's a difficult one to take and it's a worrying one to take. There were some good performances out there. I thought Nuno did look good again. Coutinho was okay. I know I've said this a few times, people that probably don't like it because he hasn't had much game time. But I feel like Otasoy probably would have benefited us more. But I like seeing the youngsters playing. I like seeing them getting some time. I think everyone would admit the depth on that bench is a little worrying at the moment. I understand we've got 4 injuries to our first team players. But that squad depth is still a little worrying. Watching some of those players that are out there that have got no chance of even coming on, they're just there to fill the books. I think Neves had a decent performance. It was good to see him to get a goal, even though it was a penalty. I think he performed well. He looked alright. For me, Roman Saiz was so hot and cold in this match. It was unreal. He was absolutely blinding in 1 minute, and then a couple of minutes after, he'd be doing something to the detriment of the team. Like obviously, where in the first goal where he didn't cover the player coming in for their first goal, and then he goes and scores a goal and brings it back. He was so hot and cold. He was doing brilliant things on one end, and then terrible things in the other. It's annoying watching him because we know that he's a good player, and he's one of those players that can really, really imprint on a game and make it difficult for the other team. Look, we're in January anyway. I hope we get 2 or 3 really good players. I'm hoping for 3. I think we need one in midfield, defence and attack. One thing I would say, and I would implore people, is let's not get too onto this team. It's going to be a difficult enough season as it is without us piling the pressure onto them on social media. What we need to do now is stand behind. This is probably the most Nuno and the team have ever needed us to get behind him. So I implore people, please start trying to get behind the team. It's difficult and it's hard to watch it because some of the games you feel that they're not performing well at all. But I think we need to. We really need to. January's here. Let's hope for a big window, and let's push on to the next match. Wolves, are we?
Brighton 3, Wolves 3, shambles. Absolute shambles. To be 3-1 up and then go 5 at the back against a Brighton side that have won 1 game at home, not even in any sort of form, to draw the game like that, it feels like a defeat. It really, really does. There's one person to blame for this, and it is Nuno. We should have lost the game. We're lucky that it was a really, really dodgy ref. That supposed foul on Aït-Nouri was not a foul. We were lucky to come away with a point. Who would have said that at half time? First half was terrific. It was superb. Like some of the best football we've probably played. We just went at them. We started attacking and we looked really, really good. Second half, you've got to keep compact as soon as you come out. Do not do anything stupid. And João Coutinho, not for the first time, commits a silly foul again. João Coutinho in the midfield does this every single game. He commits little silly fouls and he's become more cynical due to the fact he is losing his legs. So, of course, we concede a penalty 3-2. That brings them right back into this game and it gives them hope as well. The fact we took off Vitinha, who, I thought he was all right. I could see why we'd sub him off, but only if Otasoy was to come on to potentially, sort the midfield out. Not bring on Kilman and play 5 at the back. Just, what is he doing? He's the person that you blame today. And from Burnley, there was a lot of people questioning his tactics and his mentality. Since the Burnley game, we have not actually improved. We had 1 good performance against Spurs, but the reality was we did not improve. Has Nuno taken us as far as we possibly can? Personally, I think he's getting very, very close to. Do I want to see Nuno go at this moment in time? No, I don't. Is it coming though? If we keep playing like that, yes, he is. He will leave the club. Chance at the end. Otasowi's got to score though. But again, why is he taking off Fabio Silva for a centre midfielder? That was a spineless second half. It was a poor performance. And we started off the new year how we ended the last one. Off of the back of a really, really negative performance. But no, it's absolutely fine because Nuno's God and he got us to Europe a couple of years ago. That's irrelevant now. Thanks for having me on Talking Wolves. And, yeah, frustrating.
Oh, that is a real sickener. Look at that. Even the dog's pissed off. Listen, I'm usually a bit of a happy clapper and, you know, I can see the positives and everything. But, you know, listen, it wasn't a great start today, but we did come back and take complete control of that game. 3-1 up, we should have set up the second half to come out and just finish it off. You could see, though, that obviously we haven't quite got the firepower on the bench to do that, but we had more than enough quality out on that pitch to see that game completely out of sight, and we didn't. And then, listen, there's a couple of changes. I'd never criticise Nuno. The couple of changes which, you know, we went a little bit more defensive than I'd have liked when, you know, there's a game there to see out of sight. And to finish it that way, 3-3, when listen, we could have lost that. And to me, we have threw that game away. It's not a point gained. That's 2 points lost. But we go again. Keep tuning into the fantastic work, I should say, that Talking Wolves are doing. In Nuno we trust. Up the Wolves, and over and out.
Right, well, where do we begin with that one? Incredibly deflating performance. Absolutely cruising, 3-1 at half time, and of course in typical Wolves fashion we go and blow it. I thought we'd draw beginning the game. I thought it'd be 1-0, but I didn't expect 3-3 draw. To be 2 goals ahead and playing as well as we did in the first half, you know, just to throw it away is typical Nuno. His coward tactics have cost us yet again. Incredibly frustrating to watch, being up in games and dropping points because, you know, we've got 30 minutes left to play. Brighton are on the front foot, knocking the ball around amazingly. You know, their team talk at half time, you know, he must have dug a few of them players out because, you know, one of their centre backs gave us 2 goals today, and we still can't capitalise on it. They gave, you know, it's just aggravating. It is aggravating. I thought Adama was brilliant today. He's taken his time, and he, you know, even without Raul, I thought he was brilliant today. He had, I can't remember the name of that centre back, but he had him on absolute toast today. You know, knocking the ball around him constantly, got him in the book. He was definitely in his head. But like I say, it's just typical Wolves not to capitalise. I thought Neves was brilliant. His passing today was fantastic. He had one out wide ball to Adama. Yeah, he was brilliant. But yeah, like I said, it's typical us just to throw it away. You know, a game at 3-1 at half time, you should, you know, and I was a victim to it, you know, thinking you're going to come away with 3 points, start the new year right, and we've given away 2 cheap and easy goals, and probably if the referee wasn't on our side today, could have given, you know, we could have lost Trossard when he went through at the end there. You know, if Aït-Nouri kept his balance and didn't go down, you know, we might be looking at a 4-3 loss. Unlucky for Otasowi, man. You can see how distraught he was for not scoring that header. Just one chance right at the end, and it's gone in a flash. You know, it's the difference between obviously winning and losing, and it meant a lot to him. Obviously, sitting in that goal, we do feel sorry for him, a young man, but it's just another time. I know we haven't got anything attacking on the bench, and we can only use what we have really. But why is moving Neves or Moutinho to a more advanced position and bringing Otasowi on not an option for Nuno? He never does it. I didn't think Fabio was great today, and Neto wasn't brilliant. You know, as much as he's dug us out this season with his goals and some points that he's won us, he really wasn't up to it today. And it is a shame. I thought Saiss again as well. I thought he was really good. We know Saiss has been a bit of a calamity and a walking yellow card, but he's really matured his performance in his game in recent weeks. He's been brilliant, and well, as little goals as we do score, he's one of our main goal threats now, which is crazy from centre back. But like I say, it's just incredibly, you know, draining performance. Thinking you're going to come away with 3 points, and a team like Brighton, who are not going to stop attacking, they've got nothing to lose. If they drop these points, they're still down the bottom of the table. But this is a hard fought point for them, and unfortunately, just down to Nuno's ways, we've not come away with another game that we should have won, and just frustrated.
Right, where do we begin on that one? I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to start ranting, but I don't even know where to start for that. I'm going to just start on the fact that we were 3-1 up and then we just bottled it and gave it away. It's going to leave it at that. What are we playing at? Nuno disaster class, I would say. We can't just park the bus when we're 3-1 up. Keep going. We were playing well. As soon as we decided to park the bus, we concede. We got a penalty in the first 10 seconds of the second half. And then Nuno decides to bring on a defender. Like, what are we playing at? We need to keep attacking. We were playing well as attacking. Can't just defend. That's all I can say. Nuno just needs to sort out the tactics. They're not working. Parking the bus isn't working. Attacking works. Goals win games. And we bottled it. That's it. We bottled it. That's all I can say.
What's going on? What is going on at Wolves? What is going on with Nuno at the minute? After good performances against United and Spurs, albeit the results didn't reflect that, we've completely fell to pieces at Brighton. A club who've got one win at home all season. 3-1 up, coasting. Couldn't lay a glove on us. We were battering them. Thinking we could go on, improve our goal difference here, get 5 or 6. But no. Martinho's daft for hanging a leg out because Morpay's going to look for that all day. You expect more from your experienced pros. But for them to shut the shop with 30 minutes to go, it's footballing suicide again from Nuno. And it's incredibly poor game management from Nuno. That draw there falls on Nuno's head for me. It's unacceptable. Time and time again, I'm saying this. It's gone stale. We're crap. We're rubbish to watch. First half, perfect. Exactly what we wanted. Apart from the first goal, which was defensively a shambles, we grew into the game and they couldn't lay a glove on us. And then we just completely throw it all away. We're chasing a goal at the end, so he takes off a striker and brings on a holding midfielder. I just can't understand what he's playing at. I just don't get it. It's a massive window for him now because if these results keep happening, we're going to be sliding further down the table and he's not going to have a job. He won't have a job if this continues because we've been poor for a year now, for a calendar year, and it looks like it's continuing. So something has to change. We've changed shape, we've changed this, we've changed that, changed personnel. There's only one more thing we can change now, and that's the last resort. But if this keeps happening, he's going to be out of a job. It's not good enough. It really is not good enough. Today was by no fault. It was just completely our fault. The reason why we drew that game. It's 2 points dropped. It's just not good enough. I fear for the next run of games. Everton are a good side. I think if the Albion beat us, oh God, I don't know. If the Albion beat us, he's got to go. Because I'm not having that. I'm not living in West Brom. So it's a shame. It's a real shame. But today was dreadful again.